Hello, parents. We are here again today to talk about parenting of infants. To be a parent is an honor from God. The Bible tells us that children are gifts from God. God knows you and He has allowed you to parent a child. So we will take this parenting in stages. Today we are only going to focus on 0 to 1 year child. Parenting, by definition, is the act of raising happy, matured, generous adults. Parents should visualize the strength and the character they wish to have in their children as they grow up. And then it is their duty to ensure that these are met. Because it's not a wishful thinking, it's an act. That's why we are focusing on the skills that are needed for parents to do well in this job that God has assigned to us. We will first of all say the main characteristics for new parents, what you will be seeing in that newborn child. First of all, a newborn child sleeps up to 20 hours in a day and feeds often because their stomach is very little to contain much. And what they are feeding on is liquid milk from the mom. That's the best one for that child at that age. They cry as a way of showing how they feel, and their cry show different things. For a beginner, you may not know the difference between one and another, but as you get um, experience, you can now differentiate between the cry for sleep, the cry for comfort, the cry for change of diaper, and every other thing. Children of this age also have hiccups. It's not a problem. They can sneeze, they can yawn, they can spit out some of the milk they have received. It's not a problem. You shouldn't be worried about it. There are reflexes like clenching of the hands, or holding something firm. Even at birth, they can hold your finger very firm that you will be struggling to release yourself. They bend their elbow because in the stomach they were just squeezing themselves to stay in that shape. All of these are because they don't yet have control of their reflexes. They often turn to the direction which food comes, which is the breast. When you are carrying the baby is putting the mouth towards your body because naturally they know that it is from there that their food come from. They can suck at birth. A newborn child, if you put the breast, that's why immediately a woman delivers, they tell the woman to put, after cleaning the baby, they bring the baby and they want you to put your breast, they clean your breast and you put the nipple into the baby's mouth. Nobody teaches the baby to suck. It's a reflex action. So sometimes their limbs tremble. You will see it just shaking like that as if there is a problem. No, there is no problem, especially when they cry. They also have this stepping reflex action. If you stand the baby, holding the baby on a table, the baby can walk the legs as if they are walking. And when the baby is sleeping, if you watch the baby, it's as if the breathing is not regular. It's not a problem. If the baby is awake, the eyeballs can, as if they are not steady, they are crossing. It's not a problem. All these are the initial things that you notice in a newborn child. And this newborn child, you can be surprised, notices the difference between one voice and another. That's why we should speak to them regularly. So, what are the things we should be doing for this child to acclimatize and, have the proper upbringing, which is our target for making all these recordings? Sing to your child, rock your child while you are singing. Talk softly to your child. You may think, is the baby hearing what I'm saying? Yeah, the baby is noticing, is hearing, is recording. Try to identify the different cries of the baby. That's what I said initially. You cannot differentiate between one and another. But like we grandmothers, when we come for help to our child who has delivered, we can tell them this baby is hungry. This baby needs to sleep. We have mastered it. So you, as a beginner, you have to also listen and try to identify the different cries a baby make when the baby has some discomfort. Talk to your baby, praise your baby, call your baby names that if that child becomes that thing, you will be proud of him. So talk to your baby. Feed baby often because as I said earlier, the stomach is still small. They just get small quantity of milk and they are satisfied, and it wouldn't take long, they are hungry again. So feed the baby at that initial time. As time goes on, you start timing the baby. When the baby can now contain more, you can start timing maybe 2 hours interval before it goes to 3 hours, depending on the quantity and whether a female or a male. Male eats more than the females, you know. So ensure the cleanliness of your baby by changing the diaper on time. We know that is demanding both financially and strength-wise, but like that you train the child to maintain cleanliness. Baby needs tender care and affection. Talk to your baby, show the love you show to your baby at this age, the baby is noticing. Rock your baby, talk loving things, sing to your baby. These things make the baby relax and develop in love and also bond with you. These things are not waste of time. You are creating a bond that will last. It is good that you subscribe to our YouTube at Felicity Okolie and learn more parenting tips. All these things, our target is that every home should be happy and raise up responsible children. Nobody knows it all, but when we share what we have learned that has worked for us, at least those who hear can practice it and see how it goes with their own family. And share our videos to your friends. It will help them achieve success in this parenting journey that we are all going. Try to identify the character of the baby even from this age. There are some children who are easily irritated. There are others who can sleep. Once they feed, they sleep. No matter, even if you carry them to anywhere, they are not disturbed. They only cry when they need food. There are others, once they are uncomfortable in the hands carrying them, they start to react. So we have to identify the character of our child and try to go with it. If it is the one that needs to change, from that age we start making the child to do the right thing. Anything you want a child to be, start early. Start early to inculcate it in that child. Take the baby to hospital when you are no longer understanding what is going on. When the baby is not feeling well, like the baby is having temperature or has been stooling more frequent than normal. You know that babies who feed on milk stool more frequently than those who are feeding on maybe cereals or pap or whatever. So you should know the pattern that your child should have or your child is having, and then it will be easy for you to know when the baby is not feeling well. Breastfeeding is the best food for this child because it contains all that the baby needs to be healthy, to develop mentally, physically, and every aspect. It is for the good of the baby. It is demanding, yes. Breastfeeding is the best for the child. Let us not be lazy about it. It is for the good of our child. Brain development, physical development, these areas need what is contained in the breast. And when you are still under confinement, don't allow yourself to be stressed out. Stress makes the milk flow to reduce. And if you are worried, the same thing, it reduces the milk flow from you for the baby. So don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share our video to parents who need to hear all this. Thank you.